In this video, I'm going to show you how to comp properties by using Propstream. Now, if you're like me and don't have a real estate license, this is probably going to be one of the best resources for you to use to comp properties correctly so you can see what property values are in the specific area or market that you are targeting. So let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Before we get into the video, I realized that you weren't subscribed to the channel. If you can hit that like button, that helps with the algorithm so the video can be exposed to people like yourself so they can get the same value that you're about to get. Hit that subscribe button. By subscribing to the channel, that lets me know that the content that I'm providing, you are getting value and is helpful. As always, thanks for your support. Now let's get into the video. So once you log into Propstream, this is going to be your opening screen here. What we're going to do, we're going to take that property address that we want to compare and look at comparables and find comps for. And when you're looking at comparables, you're looking to see what these properties can sell for after repair value, right? You're looking for the ARV, which is the after repair value. So we're going to use this example right here, 1013 Neal Drive, Columbus, Georgia. So once you put in the address here in Propstream, hit search, you're going to go hit this details button right here. And this is going to pull up all of the property details for this specific property. So it's going to have the property type, status, owner type, owner status, occupancy, length of ownership, beds, bathrooms, square footage, year built, lot size. It's also going to have like the mortgage and transaction history, lien details, all the property characteristics in regards to this particular property, along with some other criterias and filters that Propstream has inputted here, such as value, estimated value, mortgage and debt, etc. Now, we're looking for comparables, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to hit this comparables and nearby listings button, tab, and this is going to pull up a little map on this side here with the criterias and the filters right here. And then on the right-hand side, you're going to have all of the properties or the comparables in this area. But what we want to do is we want to filter this down so we can find certain criteria for that comparable. So for example, we got the date range. So if you're looking at comparables, you want to find comps specifically that has sold within 6 months or so or sooner. This has already set for a year. So we're going to go ahead and put this and change this for 6 months. So 6 months, we're going to say May 1st. They already have the square footage adjusted for us in here, so you don't have to worry about that. And they also have the radius or the distance adjusted for us, so you don't have to adjust that unless you absolutely have to. You have the bedrooms and bathroom count here, so if you want to put a maximum on how many bedrooms and bathrooms you want to find for comparable properties, you can put that there as well. So for example, we can put maximum 2 since our bed and bathroom for our particular property is 2. And then you can put maximum for the bathroom as 1 because for this example, our bathroom it's only 1 bathroom. So we're going to look at properties that only have 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. Next thing is we want to adjust the property class. We want to look at residential because if we pull this up, it's going to pull up all the property types in this area. So we're going to go ahead and put residential. And then we're going to put single family, right? Because that's the type of property that we're looking for, a single family house comp, right? Because sometimes if you put this up and just let it go, it's going to show land, it's going to show townhomes. So you want to compare apples to apples with the single family properties, all right? And then last thing we want to look at, the next thing we want to look at is the year built. So our year built is 1947. So typically I like to stay within this 10-year range or within the same decade if possible. So since this property is a little bit older, I'll stay within the 10-year range. So I'm gonna put maximum 1957. Oops, 1957. And then last thing you want to do is exclude multi-parcel sales. That just means people who bought more than one property together, right? So it's going to pull up all the criteria within this area. So this is all we really need to determine what our comparables are for that particular property. Now, one key thing is anything that's notated in the green, as you see here on the map or on the column or the list right here, that means that was a cash purchase, which means it's a cash buyer bought that property, an investor bought that property. And you can see the legend down here that shows you what these colors mean. You got cash, foreclosure, bank, new construction, intrafamily, etc. But now, once we have all of this criteria and all these filters in, what I like to do is I like to zoom in, and obviously the red icon shows us where our subject property is. So I like to zoom in and see what properties are right around that area, right around our subject property. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, right? But these ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are within a block of our subject property. So on the column over here on the list view, I'm gonna be looking at those properties, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and see what those properties sold for. You can see the amounts over here. You can see if they sold public records or MLS. You can also see how many days on market if they sold MLS. And then obviously our filters and criteria is already there. So all of these are 2-bed, 1-baths. Square footage is right around the same thing. And the year built is around the same thing as well. So from this data, you can analyze the properties and see what the comparables are. So basically for me looking at this, I'm looking at number 1. So number 1, this property sold for, we're looking at 1010 42nd Street. This one sold for $10,000. Now I have to do my own due diligence and see why it sold for $10,000. Number 2, 1001 Neal Drive sold for $1,000. That's kind of cheap. I don't know why it sold for $1,000. We're gonna look at that. Number 3, 1018 Neal Drive sold for $67,000. So that looks like it can be a particular, a good comp that we can utilize to see if that property was fixed up or renovated. And the way you do that, you copy it, and you look at on Zillow to see if they have some photos on Zillow, see if there's a description on Zillow. Also, you can click details here to see if they have some photos or images of this particular property on Propstream. In this case, it doesn't. So with that being said, we don't know what that property actually was or what happened with that particular property. So now we look at number 4. We see 923 Neal Drive that sold for $14,000. That was a cash purchase for $14,000. Then you have number 5 over here, 909 Dozier that sold for $35,000. And then you got number 6 over here, which sold cash for $39,000. So this is how you filter down and find out comparables for your subject property. Now you look at the list view, look at each one of these properties and see why they sold for, what they sold for. And then you compare and contrast. You're looking at properties that are completely fixed up versus properties that are in as-is, fair condition, or whatever the case may be. Or you're looking at properties that sold for cash, and these are potential cash buyers for your particular deal. So that's how you utilize comps on Propstream if you don't have a real estate license or you don't have a connection with any realtors. And I highly recommend it because it helped me. I still use it to this day to find my comps along with other tools and resources as well. But this is one of the best tools and resources that you can use to help you find comps without having your real estate license. So I hope this video helped. Hope you find it valuable. If so, make sure you like the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more real estate investor videos. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm out.